Okay. It's really quite cool out. Well, but I'm in the I'm in the sun. And B, in the protected from the wind. That's not going to last forever. Now you. Oh. Come on. Walker. Oh, so just make it more of a... Reasonably easy. Okay. Fine. My phone. Freya, this way. You're not going to be in the wind. Come on. Let's go down this way. It's cold. Wind protection. I'm going alongside the school. About 6 schoolyards back. Although there's a wall. I mean, it's higher up than where I'm walking. Although at waist. Now it's getting tight. Freya, hey, Freya! Not in the trees. Yeah. That's not they trade. Probably not the right size. So here's a tree that had to get cut down that has this nice, big, heavy, little city-provided fence. There must have been some sort of a bequeathment, some rich person. Come, Freya, come this way. Come on, we gotta go home. This is all great material. The textual inconsistency in Shakespeare. Great material. He doesn't say I wrote some Gilderson. Freya, come! Hey, come on, not in the trees. Okay, come. Come on. There. It's definitely warm down here. It's cold. I gave him her. The girl, my bitch. My bitch. God. Yeah. I can't believe that I took so long to realize that misogynist is not a word that all women understand. Just thought I'd come and say hello. Back in the neighborhood for a while. Can't stop it. New in town. It's cold morning. It's Monday. That's an unusual day. The door is not open, so it's a terrible day for that. Good. Yeah. It's merely a scenario that I might enact. We're excited. The report was just like, yeah, I could do it. Maybe that's what we should do. I said, right now, this is completely free of me. I think it would be best for the near future, money. And basically, I draw from my funds. Whenever I draw from my funds, if push comes to shove, I take it out of my 401k, or my IRA, pay the pattern. That's if we get divorced, or something terrible happens, and I wind up, instead of helping us become wealthy, because of some horrible accident, I become a drain. I would feel bad. That's why it's so important that I take care of myself. Because if I would die, well, you get some insurance money. Insurance money would be helpful. Very helpful. But if in fact, it's usually so easy to get accident insurance. Well, yes, so whatever. So I've been starting to think about what this is really going to cost. It's going to cost real money. Like the kind of money that I could have made. So it's like not only am I not making money, but time within months, maybe a year or two, but who knows? Things are moving very much the way I thought, sort of, maybe they could move. I've envisioned some of these things very much. The things that are happening now. The things that are happening now I've been envisioning for years. The person that has the high IQ that everybody always told me I had. Well, now I'm learning to use it. So, that's all it is. I'm learning to use the intelligence that I was always pegged as an under-user. I peg myself that way, an under-user of my abilities. Some people, the more common framing of that is an underachiever. Well, yeah, sure. There are two different ways of saying the same thing. With fair accuracy. With fair accuracy. It's really just to say that I would become more effective in dealing with situations. Whether that has to do with dealing with things or people or some combination. Or like the situation, the overall situation, whatever it is. A situation in which I have some agency. Can I have agency is the question. Which is another way of saying, can I be effective? That was the journey that I embarked upon. But if you had asked me what it was back in 2006, I wouldn't have said this is a journey for me to be. This is not a journey of becoming effective. I wouldn't have put it in those terms. What I would have said is, when people get older, they need to learn more about things. They need to become better learners and more adaptable than when they were young. And that came out of a project that I did for my master's in science, in occupational science, my MS degree, my master's in science degree in occupational from SUNY Downstate Medical Center, New York State University Medical Center. Downstate Medical Center. SUNY Downstate Medical Center. That's what it is. SUNY Downstate, with Nobel laureate. A very affordable school that, in a medical center that has Nobel laureates. Working there. Still working. I think he's dead. Nobel laureate, still working there. Unless he's dead, or retired, but, you get the idea. It's a rigorous program. Not everybody went through it. You have to work your butt off. to learn about the body. The body has two fundamental systems. There's a skeletal muscular system, it's the stuff, and then it's got a neurological system. Everything is something in those fields, and everything has both. So we might be able to quibble about organs, exactly what organs are, but let's not worry about that. But I don't know how many people think that the heart is an organ. It's certainly organ meat if you eat a chicken heart. However, it's a muscle. It's not a thing. It's a muscle just like this. You know there's a muscle in his bicep. It's a little more complicated, that's all. No, it's actually a set of muscles, of course. Complex. And that's what I guess makes it an organ instead of a muscle. It's just a higher level of integration. Required for its function and for its structure and therefore for its structure and etc. Sorry, I'm getting a little lost in the weeds. I do that with some frequency. I used to do it all the time, and that's why I never got anywhere. So the first thing I need to learn on this journey to become more effective is to let go of the bullshit. The bullshit which was by turning my head away from what was really right in front of me. Don't look right in front of you. Look at all this. What about that? What about that? Yeah, I don't know how many people go on YouTube wanting to see something, and first being just this onslaught of these images that are just so, what the hell? Oh, I forgot what I came here for. Oh, I'm going to watch what they want me to watch. So I see, they're going to get me to watch what they want me to watch instead of what I came to YouTube to watch. Masters of YouTube. That's the Bob Dylan song, "Come You Masters of War." You destroy and take and hate. Who's destroying you? Who destroy and hate? Well, I don't know. Take. No. Well, it's not just about destroying things, it's about taking things. So, it's definitely. And from the other side is about protecting yourself from those fuckers. You gotta do it. You gotta be serious. No. I'm Godsforde. So I don't know. The name which also happens to be my website name, first name. This is Godsforde. When I figure it out, it's going to be amazing. When it happens. When all of a sudden I discover that, I didn't even do that. Holy cow. All the more better. Here's my dear old dad would say. The parrot phone does not come with bloatware. Using cast. The sound quality is so great. And that's what we're going to be selling parrot phones. Which part of smartphone is but just okay, so what? It's got filters. It doesn't come with bloatware. Parrot phone does not come with bloatware. All the more better, as my dear old dad would say. Forget it. I just understand that I don't need to do that. No. Yes, that's something to talk about. I can do that. Oh, there are lots of things. Yeah, I think that's what it is. All I have to do is be looking at it. Because I want to be looking that way anyway. And I just need it to have a nice screen, the right side, that's showing me where I am. It's actually, ideally, it's superimposing, right? If that's the ideal. Although that might, when there's a bit of a lag. I know there's a lag, so I'm not, it's fuzzy. I don't care about that. I just care about sort of general placement. I'm not talking, certainly not about lip syncing or anything. Well, I'm not going to look at it for such things as how my lips are moving. I wouldn't want to look at my lips to decide if I'm lip syncing properly or not. Actually, the proper way to lip sync is to sing, to say what you're just saying, or sing it completely. That's the way you do it. And if the requirement is that you don't make any sound, well, go over and take a pee on the heads of the people who say that. And just like that. Right? Who says so? Says who? Oh, you want me to join a contest? Are you going to give a prize to the best lip syncer? Okay. Good. I'm glad you want me to do that. Just to sort of fill you in on what's going on between me and all those voices saying, you could do this, wouldn't it be better? You should, I will, but how come you're doing that? Yeah, oh, wait a minute, you did the same stupid thing today that you did yesterday. You're going to always do it for the rest of your life, aren't you? Bullshit. Maybe I will. Maybe. Certain things, it doesn't matter. It's just not that important. Okay, so I'm going to do the same stupid thing over and over again, but it doesn't really matter. On the other hand, there's some other things. Maybe that don't even appear stupid. Anybody, even yourself, but rather, you're not doing it as well as you really could, and it would make a huge difference. The day I stopped focusing solely on what I was doing wrong, and started to focus increasingly on what I'm doing right. Wow. Yeah, that's the day. I mean, not that was just one day. It happened over years. the realization, and it's just, again, going back to my normal way of thinking. Hey, I've been thinking a certain way for the last, well, I think it's sort of safe to say that your thoughts get fairly well standardized by age, your early 20s. And unless you make very specific efforts at dealing with some of the aspects of what you do, that's going to remain that way. So it's already sort of gotten to that point. No, you know what? Forget the age. That's stupid of me. No, dumb. The word's dumb. I use stupid to talk about. No, let me use the other word first. Dumb is what we all do. We all are. But it can't be perfectly. Dumb is anything less than perfect. That's all. And especially if it happens to be, wind up in something embarrassing or something. Or inferred. But at the dumb thing, we make mistakes. It becomes stupid when it's your fault that I made a mistake. That's when I'm being stupid. And I am stupid. I know I am stupid at times. And I've been working on getting less and less stupid. Having it happen less frequently. And actually what I would say that is the most accurate thing about my progress on that is that I'm beginning to recognize that I'm either about to, or I'm in the middle of, or I just did, or I'm starting to act stupid and I'm going to continue it. I'm starting to recognize that earlier and earlier and more and in a broader range of situations. But even if I begin to do something that has that, your fault, I'm going to respond. I'm going to act as if I have a right to be angry because I just stepped in this dog shit. Actually, I might have a right. But wasn't it I who stepped in it? Yeah, it wasn't I who's just not paying any attention to where I'm putting my feet. Isn't it I who's taking a risk by not doing that? That there might be actually a hole in the sidewalk where I put my foot, and I might wind up down on the ground with a broken ankle, which for the dancer is not a good thing. Not much different than stepping in shit because I wasn't paying attention. Pothole, there are these weird little, something bad could exist just about anywhere. Especially like across the street. A little pothole area in the street. Other things in the street. Once I hurt myself in something that I can't get mad at myself for not hearing them. Because wow, it was really unusual. But it's still I was running really fast across the street. Which is in general not a good idea. And I was running to my car. It's double parked. And you could look at the larger picture and say, what are you doing running so quickly across the street? Well, that's a habit. That's what I'm doing. I'm rushing around, but you didn't see the thing, which actually, in all fairness to you, was not very visible. It was actually that the buses had made ruts in the roadway. And I'm talking about the middle of the road, where the line is. Two-way street. And there's this kind of rut, which, well, it's not the rut that was the problem. It was the pushed up asphalt on the other side, which my body expected me to land a couple of inches lower down at a very different angle. And boy, did that throw me, because my whole body was, all of a sudden, was going against this one place particular angle that my foot was now jammed against. And the rest of my body was moving against that, you know. Oh, wow, it actually didn't turn out to be long term. But boy, it was an important night for me. That's why I was rushing around. And that leads into larger questions of like, what do I do that involves me rushing around at the last minute like that? And what I've come to realize only recently is that preparation is largely about identifying what's important and staying with that, not trying to get everything in line, knowing that you're going to need things that you didn't expect. And some of the things that you line all up nice and neatly, it just was a waste of time because you didn't need them. And I just have an example of that, right? Just from while I've been talking, I made a decision to not do some green screening. That's just a technique that allows you to superimpose, say, me dancing that could put me on the lawn of this, like, it's like a Tuscan villa in Claremont with a huge lawn. It's too fucking big. It's too but it's got a view. I mean, view of Manhattan. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. So I see myself. I would like. Yeah, I could do it. I can make a green screen of that. But at the moment, I'm not going to do anything in that town. I mean, I do not want to be pulled over. I don't want to be pulled over with a tripod and a video camera set up in the car. I don't want that to happen. That could all be oh my God. Shit. Not now. Later, when it's set up. When I've got a support team with me. When I'm broadcasting every word that's being said onto the internet, or I mean, it doesn't have to be, but out of their range, so that there's no way they can they can hide what they've done. Even though, of course, there'll be plenty of opportunity for them to think that they've gotten rid of evidence. Let's set it up. Doing that. You are setting them up. We can be like that guy. Like the guy. Okay. Actually, I'm moving from talking to you to talking to myself. So let me go back. Let me try to put what's happened in context. I believe I was doing a kind of stream of consciousness thinking that a little while back allowed for journeys into the absurd, which I enjoy doing. And then I believe I got, well, I don't really remember. We could go back and listen. I'm not going to, but you can listen. I keep forgetting this. You don't need me to give that context. What is more significant is probably what you didn't hear, that's right. You didn't hear me go through this whole thought process about green screening in front of some Tuscan villa in Claremont. And then I said, I don't need to do that. That's, you didn't hear that. And I didn't record it. And now I'm doing it. I realized that I don't need to, that's like lining things up that don't need to be lined up. That's the tie-in. Okay. That's it. I know now. Now I'm beginning to realize I somehow got into the whole issue of effectiveness and how in my journey, a journey that I could say, much of my life I was been confused. But I became more focused starting in the middle of 2006. Excuse me, I might need to get some water or something. Gargle with my coffee. Look at this coffee. This is fucking yesterday's coffee. No wonder it tastes like shit. I'm thinking, why does this taste so weak? I mean, this coffee's really fucking weak. That is really funny. I just left the coffee in from yesterday and put it through again into my Keurig. I don't use those cups. I have a refillable one. And so I put the kind of coffee I want to drink into this refillable one. And it's a bit of a pain. It really is. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I just drink a cup of coffee at a time. I don't make pots of coffee. It helps keep my coffee consumption a little lower than it would otherwise be. Very definitely. A lot lower. If I made a pot of coffee, I'm going to drink a pot of coffee. If I always make a cup of coffee in the morning. Maybe I'll make a second. Maybe I'll make a third. I've been known to make a fourth, except that's rare. It's just too much. Sometimes I feel I need the energy, but I actually have different. My main mechanism for energy that is useful to me is not coffee. It's kind of helpful. Caffeine is helpful, but that's not the main piece of the puzzle. Adam's apple is. Anyway, I'm going to finish up this one. But before finishing it up, I'm going to think about what I need to do to take this morning's stuff and make it from this morning. I mean, just do it today. It doesn't matter. Right. The day, Godsforde day. Yeah, we'll just say it's all the same day. It doesn't have to be. And then after a while, we'll give up that it's February 15th. Who gives a shit? Who cares? It's just Godsforde's day. Godsforde is like Hermione. Godsforde can be taking 3 classes at once, except Godsforde doesn't take any classes at all. Well, all the world's a class. Every person a teacher. Okay, no, I'm going to, all the world, no, I was going to stop it and say that, but there's no reason I can't do such a thing. But what my purpose, stick to the purpose. Okay, I'm going to use this mechanism now, which is different from what I just said. I said, I'm going to not finish this recording until I have an idea of the steps that I'm going to go through. Right now I'm sort of looking in the direction. I think I know what I need to do. I need to stop recording. When I do this, I need to take the thing off and bring it over to the computer, and then plug it in, and then I'm going to, take care of my energy needs. And then I'll come back, and then I'll just do that stuff. And if I want to record something, I use my other recorder, my high fidelity one, which is really now becoming the backup. I thought of it the other way. It was the other way around in the past. But now that I think that the phone, my Parrot phone, this is a Parrot phone. This is like a virtual Parrot phone. A true Parrot phone will have a good microphone. And it will not have bloatware. It will have a smartphone as part of it. Or you could say a Parrot phone will comprise a smartphone as well as certain, well, at the moment, in terms of hardware, at the moment, I only think of one thing. It's a good quality microphone that's got some kind of windscreen in it, even, if possible. I mean, or, that the Parrot has a covering. It comes with windscreen coverings or whatever. That's important. And then it's going to have a way of harnessing it to your, to wherever you want it to be. Some people do not want a phone. This what I have was a phone. It's not a phone anymore. So there are none of these waves, no waves at all. Just the recorder is going. That's nothing. I mean, it's like having it's not emitting waves as well, I think the point is. So I'm going to do that. I want to make another cup of coffee. A real cup of coffee. But I'm not sure I want to actually have it now. That's weird. Why did I turn it off? Because actually these days I used to leave it on all day, the Keurig. So it's all ready to go. And I think it's efficient because it's keeping water hot. And not even a lot. It's just keeping a cup of water hot all day. And that's inside its thing. I think it takes very little power to do that. And then it's ready right away. But and they put this switch on the back, which makes it. They say keep it on. And you know what? Fuck them. That doesn't make any sense anymore. I mean, other than having to reach all the way in the back, which actually can be a pain. Why do they do that? Who knows what evil lurks in the minds of industrial design students who then graduate or don't or whatever, but then wind up working on designs and type thingamabobbers, What are they trying to do that actually seems on the surface like really good, and in fact they believe it's really good, but it's actually a tool of the devil to confuse us and to fill up our lives with minutia and nonsense so that we will never will succumb to temptation instead of seeing something that's in our grasp and staying focused on it.